Okay, so retrograde season of 2025 has just begun. On today, March 2nd, 2025, Venus has busted the moonwalk after resting completely for 2024. And we came in the house of Aries, which is the house of initiative, action, forward movement, sex drive. So this is going to be a pretty hot, heavy, and intense Venus retrograde. And will be coming out on April 13th in the 12th house of Pisces. So our sense of discernment, dreaminess, intuitiveness will be all set straight after this retrograde is over. But there are some things that we need to be aware of in order to align with this planetary energy. So first off, while Venus is in retrograde, this is not a good time to start new intimate relationships. Not a good time. Because the planet of love, sex, beauty, and abundance is moving backwards. So this is a time to regress and reflect on what's already going on. So if you are not in a relationship right now, if you are single, it would be best to hold off on new relationships until after April 13th. If you are currently in a relationship or in a marriage, this is a good time to reflect on the things in your relationship that can be improved and to look at the things that may be endangering your connection so you can tackle the red flags before they become red curtains. Venus retrograde is also not a good time to have weddings or anniversary parties because once again, the planet of love is moving backwards. So try not to plan any weddings or anniversaries or proposals or anything pertaining to relationships until after April 13th. Okay? Because with this retrograde energy working, there's going to be a lot of exes coming back. There's going to be a lot of things in your intimate relationships that are going to come up. And sometimes you have to make sure that you dot all your I's, cross all of your T's, tie all of your knots, cut all the loose ends. And Venus retrograde allows you to do that in the intimate spaces in your life. This is also a good time to reflect on how you can increase a better loving relationship with yourself. So, there's another way you can take advantage of this Venus retrograde energy. Also, Venus retrograde energy is not a good time to have cosmetic surgeries, as this is the planet of beauty, and with the planet of beauty busting a moonwalk, you might not want to get those cosmetic surgeries until after the 13th of March because you run a very high risk of coming back botched. I'm going to leave that where it is. When it comes to money and abundance, Venus retrograde is not a good time for too much frivolous spending. Okay? This is a time for you to buckle down more and be grateful and love what you already have without always needing to get more. Because when you show the planets that you're grateful, you show the heavens that you're grateful for what you have, that's how you get blessed with more. And why do exes and all of these things come back during Venus retrograde? It's so that you can learn your lessons from past relationships. Some relationships are meant to reconcile, others are not. And this is why it's not a good time to start new intimate relationships, because this is a space to assess the intimate connections that you've already been in. Learn from your mistakes, apply them so you can be better aligned with the mate that's for you, whether you've met them yet or not. Now, those of us that live that Orisha life, ATRs, people under African traditional religions, Oshun is the ruler of Venus, okay? Oshun is the first avatar of Venus. So Aphrodite, Venus, all the love goddesses from Greek and Roman mythologies come after Oshun. They're spin-offs. So if you are about that Orisha life, this is a good time to go to Oshun and make your offering so that you can receive whatever it is that you are supposed to get out of this year's planetary retrograde in Venus. Because we live in this very narcissistic, dog eat dog society, relationships have become very transactional. Venus's retrograde comes to remind us of the true essence of what love is all about, to remind us of the true beauty of enjoying life, and that often has nothing to do with money and abundance. And this is why frivolous spending should be cut back on so that you can take the time to really enjoy what's already in your hand. And last but not least, of course, Venus has placements in each and everyone's natal chart, so you can check your placements of Venus in your natal chart to get more of a personalized perspective on how this planetary retrograde affects you. And if you need some help understanding that, then by all means, dial the number on the screen for your spiritual guidance and counseling from yours truly. And all proceeds go to 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the Aquarian age, created by yours truly. And that's about all that I have for you right now. So happy Venus retrograde, and may you stay aligned and let it work out for you. Beam up.